Listen, the traditional retirement plan is dead, not dying, dead. The idea that you're supposed to grind for 40 years, defer your entire life, and then magically enjoy freedom at 65 isn't a plan, it's a psychological trap. Here's the uncomfortable truth no one says out loud. Saving every spare penny for a future version of you, a version that might be tired, burned out, or statistically not even here, is one of the most effective ways the system keeps you compliant today. You're not irresponsible for wanting life now. You're responding rationally to a rigged timeline, and if that makes you feel guilty, good, because that guilt was installed. Let me freeze your blood for a second. The average retirement account balance looks comfortable, but the median tells the real story. The middle person isn't cruising toward freedom, they're barely surviving. Many people never reach 65 in good health, and a shocking number never reach it at all. So where did all that deferred life go? Where did the energy, the risks, the memories go? Siphoned, extracted, converted into someone else's quarterly growth. Let that sink in. You were told to wait, to be patient, to trust the system, and meanwhile, the best years of your leverage quietly disappeared. Now let's talk about the real enemy. It's not coffee or small treats, it's the structure. Modern finance isn't built to make you wealthy, it's built to make you predictable. This is the deferred life trap. You're told to sacrifice now because later will be amazing, so you tolerate the bad boss, the draining job, the environment that slowly chips away at your mental bandwidth. That isn't accidental. Corporations don't just hire analysts, they hire teams of psychologists who understand your brain chemistry better than you do. They designed the monthly payment trick, the lifestyle inflation trap, and the ignorance tax so you stay locked into commitments that make quitting feel impossible. Every year you delay living, the system wins twice, once with your labor and once with your silence. Here's where people get it backwards. Everyone talks about compound interest in money, but almost nobody talks about the reverse compound effect on your life. Imagine having $12,000 to $20,000 saved, not for retirement, but for agency. That buffer gives you the power to say no to a toxic boss today. It gives you the ability to take a mini retirement, a 3-month break, or reset year without collapsing financially. Compare that to a $500 car payment. That payment doesn't just cost you money, it costs you leverage, options, and sleep. Over 40 years, small, normal decisions quietly erase hundreds of thousands in potential freedom. But stepping away intentionally, even briefly, compounds psychologically. You come back sharper, less desperate, and harder to exploit because you've proven to yourself that survival doesn't require permission. Now let's talk about the elephant in the room. Opting out makes you weird. Friends ask why you're not climbing faster. Family wonders why you're taking breaks instead of chasing promotions. Social media floods your feed with people who look rich while being quietly broke. There's a chasm nobody admits exists. Most people aren't building wealth, they're renting appearances. They drive the car, wear the brand, take the photo, and feel trapped the moment the camera turns off. When you choose mini retirements, you disrupt that unspoken agreement. Because if you don't need the grind, it forces everyone else to question why they do. And that makes people uncomfortable, so they pressure you, joke about you, or frame your choices as risky when the real risk is living a life designed entirely around extraction. Here's the grim part. There is no magic fix, no perfect ETF, no secret shortcut that makes the system fair overnight. It is insidious, predatory, and structurally rigged. But there's also hope, and it's quieter than you expect. Seeing the bars of the prison is the first step toward walking out. Many retirements aren't about quitting forever, they're about reclaiming agency now. Automate your savings so your future self isn't ignored, but build a buffer that protects your present self too. Buy used instead of new, lower your burn rate, stop performing wealth for people who aren't paying your bills. You're not crazy for feeling like you're drowning, you're reacting to a system that thrives on your exhaustion. And once you experience even a small amount of real freedom, 65 stops looking like the finish line. It starts looking like a backup plan. Time is the real asset. Money is just a tool. Use it accordingly.